All right, so moving into luxury apartments, is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? We come out to these places for peace, y'all. We don't come out here to start any problems. So we looking like, what is going on?
Paying a lot of money.
We paying more money than we ever, would. Between the time, like we said, they should, had the miscarriage. And do you want to talk about that? Do you want to talk about that? Well, let them know, like, you became pregnant.
You thought it was over? D&D World TV. We ain't playing.
What's going on, world? If y'all don't know what it is, then you definitely should know by now. It is your boy. You already know what to do, baby. D-Tubbs.
What's going on, guys? It's your girl Daisha, and we are back with another video.
Back with D&D Talks, y'all. We gotta have this talk, y'all. Y'all been waiting. I hope y'all been waiting. I hope y'all been wanting to know. You know what I'm saying? If y'all didn't know, well, y'all here. But for the new people, let's just start off. Make sure
hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you are aware of all our new videos that we post.
Right. And for the people that been with us, make sure y'all go and check to see if y'all notifications is on so y'all can get all our bangers. Don't miss out because I'm putting heat. We all putting heat into these videos, so we don't want you to miss out on good content. So first off, we gonna get right into it. So y'all, like we said, we moved, y'all. We got up out of that place that we was in. But before we go into that, let's explain a couple of things, y'all. For one, we don't do anything, for clout. We don't try to go out of our way, obviously. And we do what we can afford. Some people try to impress other people and they end up, putting themselves on bad terms. We're more so focused on never trying to do that. We do what makes us happy. Even without this camera on, we would still be trying to shoot and, shoot for the stars and aiming for the moon to be able to do what we want to do in our lives. You know what I'm saying? Me and Daisha always been type of people that always wanted to look good even without a camera around us. You know what I'm saying? So just to let y'all know, we don't need YouTube to make us look good. We can do this stuff off the camera. Don't matter. You know what I'm saying? We're not into all the attention. Like we don't beg for attention. If you mess with us, you mess with us. If you don't, you don't. We understand it. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't like how we roll, it is what it is. So we do what we want to do. We might not be on the same time as you. Obviously, nobody's on the same time. So you gotta respect other people's time. So let's get into this. Where should we start off at, man? With this, what do you want to get into?
Well, this is going to be about why we decided to move. If you haven't caught up on our most recent videos, we just moved.
Right.
Again.
Right. Again.
And we want to kind of explain why we moved.
And to help others, really. To really help others. And like, we don't really have to explain, but what we really want to do this for is to help others and, so they don't have to fall down the same pattern that we did. Really this is all for helping. That's what our page is about. This is what our YouTube is about. And showing the black families that can, strive to be better and ain't always got to do all that extra stuff to look good. And like, we just on here to be the responsible parents and people that we are, trying to live the American dream. And so let's get into this. So the reason we're gonna help y'all. If y'all don't know, if y'all looking into luxury places, we're gonna help you now. So here it goes, right here, right now. All right, so moving into luxury apartments, is it a good thing or is it a bad thing?
I feel like it depends, because I feel like them skyscraper ones.
Yeah,
would probably be.
Yeah, them more like call those.
But
like, type, yeah.
For those who are like trying to move into apartments, and they're not skyscrapers, those I would say like, and they're new when they're brand new.
Yeah,
be careful of those because they rush, especially here in Florida. If you're in like a big city, it seems like they rush to try to put up a lot of new apartments and stuff like that, and sometimes it ain't always the best.
Right.
Because I guess we're gonna get into that. But.
Yeah, and the ones that usually stand up very high and they got like 30-something floors on it, you know, those are probably more finer than an actual apartment because, you know, they got to build those with cement. You can't build, you know, 100-foot buildings with all wood, you know what I'm saying? Because it ain't going to be good for the air, obviously, you know, aerodynamics. But with an actual apartment that got 3 to 4 floors, you know what I'm saying, should you spend the money on them? In my eyes, no. Probably not. You know what I'm saying? How they built these apartment complexes nowadays in, you know, in these 2000s now, the 2020s and, you know, older, they don't spend a lot of money on them, y'all. They just trying to make a home for people to live in. You know what I'm saying? They're not focusing on quality. They're not focusing on nothing of that. I mean, not quality built.
The inside could be nice. Like the overall look on the outside and the inside can be nice. Mm-hmm. Like where we were, it was really nice from the office, the stuff that they provided, like the amenities. The inside and outside was nice. Right. Like it caught your attention. But like once you're living in it, like literally that first night. Yeah. The first night we was hearing stuff, and it's like it was just bad.
And we're gonna get into that too, y'all. Y'all just gotta stay tuned. Just be patient with us. But so they don't really build these things good though. They don't. You know, they're gonna make them look good. You know, because good-looking things sell. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how they got us. You know. But let's take you into the first step, or pay attention to. This is what we lost on. They showed us all the red flags, y'all, and we kept on just blowing them by. You know what I'm saying? I caught a couple of the red flags. Usually I catch them, but I was like, you know what? They should really like it. You know, I'm gonna go with it.
The very first one I think was
What's the first red flag?
Being able to move in there without paying for anything. Like, you know how usually you gotta pay, you know, deposit. Mm-hmm. What else?
Security fees, all that stuff.
Yeah, we didn't. They waived all of that.
So yeah, I was like, yo, we saving money. You know me, I'm all about saving money.
And they gave us gifts,
so
which isn't bad.
But like I said,
Echoes.
Yeah. So remember, y'all, when we did that video, and it's like, you know, all the stuff that came with the place. If you went back, if you was with us and you watched that video, y'all, they gave us a whole bunch of stuff. They gave us the Echo. Mm-hmm. They gave us smart plugs. Mm-hmm. They gave us like lights where we could change the colors.
Apple iPad.
They gave us an iPad, you know what I'm saying, 32 gig, you know what I'm saying. So I was like, yo, we already needed the iPad for YouTube. So I was like, hey, this is a good steal right here, even if we just stay a year. But we didn't know what was about to happen in that year. You know what I'm saying? A lot can go on in that year. So that was step one. That we should have caught that red flag when they start waving everything and then they throw a whole bunch of stuff in your face.
Us in there, but,
yeah.
You know.
So be careful when you go out to look for an apartment and they want to wave everything and then they want to give you a whole bunch of stuff with it. You know what I'm saying? So pay attention to that. The next step is
when you actually go to see the inside. Like before you move in, like when you just go and you're just looking at it. Yeah. Pay attention to what you can, the noise around.
Yeah, pay attention to the noise.
If you hear any noise,
right?
You know.
Because we were right off the highway, so you could hear the highway, but
I wasn't paying attention to that though. He caught it, but I didn't catch the highway noise. When we were, like, I think I was just so into like the inside and how nice it was.
Mm-hmm. And it was another reason. Let me tell y'all the reason why we picked this place is because I think. Because, to be honest with you, I'm going to pop this place up. Y'all, if y'all remember this place with the garage and everything and all that, we was supposed to pick that place. The guy gave us another heads up on that place right up the street because it's right up the street. He gave us another hint. He was like, look, y'all, he was like, he didn't say the particular place, but it's there, you know, all these apartment complexes in those zones, they're going to compete, you know. They're going to make sure whatever that apartment complex has that's brand new, they're going to try to, you know, accumulate the same stuff that they got so they can try to win you over, you know. So he was basically telling us by not saying that name, but he was saying like, you know, these brand new apartments, they're going to switch management, you know, because they just, you know, hurry up the people that's building it. They just hurry up and sell the property and they switch up the management and it throws everything off. So he was like, with this place, you won't have to worry about it. And we was thinking like, man, that nigga hating. I was like, they over there doing their thing over there. They going crazy. They got big poster boards in the mall. They was promoting themselves very good. I mean, the apartment complex look exotic. You know what I'm saying? Like when you go and look at it, if we showed y'all know. Like if you see it in person, it's crazy. It look good. Mm-hmm. So that's really number one, but that was number two. He told us that they switch out management. As soon as we moved in, they flipped their whole management. So we was having problems with our, with our paperwork and what our rent was and stuff like that. They was trying to move our rent up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No, we already had everything signed. Why are you trying to switch it? I'm not paying no more money. No. So they gave it to us right there.
Yeah.
The next step. You remember this? The lady said, do you want to sign a lease to where if you break the lease?
Yeah.
This is number 3, y'all. Either option to sign the paperwork for 2 months rent to break and then some other fees. You got to pay the little extra fees, or you have to let them know 60 days in advance to say you're moving, and then once you move out, once you give them 60 days, then they will pretty much how long your term is. If they don't move nobody into that house after you move, then you still gotta pay on your lease until they until they find somebody to fill that apartment. So you give them the 60 days, and then boom. And then if they don't move in between your lease, or somebody don't move in, you still gotta pay them months. And I was like, I'm not about to do that. Why would I, move and then y'all purposely set me up to not make sure nobody don't move in there, and then we still gotta pay on two rents. I'm not doing it. So I'm looking at her like, why would we wanna give them 60 days and break it? I was like, just let me do the 2 times the rent and I'll be done with y'all if that was to happen. But I don't think that's gonna happen. So boom, we signed that. So be careful when they ask you. They was giving us an option. That should have already been settled, I feel like. You know what I'm saying?
But usually they don't even ask you.
Yeah, they don't even ask you.
Like the apartments we've been to before, I've never been asked that. Like,
yeah, it's either
a choice of how you gonna break your lease. Like,
right. They ain't never asked that. They ain't never asked that. It's just always, you either break the lease, you pay 2 times the rent, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? They don't give you do this or do that. You know what I'm saying? It's either one or the other. You know what I'm saying? Typically, because I ain't never, dealt with that.
But it's obvious they were saying that because a lot of people was moving in and out of there, and they were brand new. Brand spanking new. Like they weren't even up a whole year.
Yeah, they wasn't up. They barely was up. They was barely up a whole year. You know what I'm saying? Like 8-9 months or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next thing that we caught on to was, soon as we got into the place, y'all, it was amazing, y'all. We ain't gonna lie, y'all. It was cool. We was vibed out, y'all. We was in the suburbs.
But we didn't have nobody around us because they were still new and trying to get people in there.
No, wait. So we gotta wait on that. Listen, we moved in. It was great, right? It was cool. We was vibing. We was happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was our first time together in the suburbs. You know what I'm saying? Like, we feel like we accomplished something. Because if y'all watch our videos, y'all knew we came from, a 1-bedroom apartment. You know what I'm saying? To this now, it's just crazy, and we doing it on our own. No help involved. So, what was the first step on that first night, Daisha? Because you was there, because I was at work.
Not the first step, but you mean the first thing that happened?
What's the first thing that happened?
The neighbor's TV.
So she could hear
in the bedroom.
Yes. So she could hear the neighbor's TV in the room, y'all.
Like, not just faintly. Like you would thought we was in the same room watching the same. Like, I could hear the TV like loud and clear.
And this one, we ain't had no bed or nothing in there, so you had to go and sleep with the kids. Yeah.
Yeah, right. But even when we put the furniture in there, it was still an issue.
Right. So I was looking at it like, yeah, it's not that bad. It's just a TV. You know what I'm saying? We'll blow past that. So, it wasn't like it was every night, was it?
Yeah.
It was kind of like a hit and miss.
Night. The only time it wasn't.
Oh, he would cut it off
around the weekends.
He would cut it off at a particular time.
Yeah, like at 2 in the morning.
Yeah. I guess he was deaf, y'all. But
it was their son though.
Yeah.
And then when he moved out, thank God he moved out eventually. Then I didn't hear it like that, but it was like every night. Only time I didn't hear it was around the weekends.
Right. So we was looking at it like, okay, we spent all this money, but we can get past that, all right?
Yeah, I would just go in the living room. I was sleeping on the couch every night because I didn't want to hear the TV.
But step 2, we still loved it, y'all. We still loved it.
Yeah, I was trying to find a way around it.
So the next thing is y'all gotta remember, we come out to these places for peace, y'all. We don't come out here to start any problems. So we looking like, what is going on?
Paying a lot of money.
We paying more money than we ever, would, you know what I'm saying? And just to hear a TV, like, all right, come on, y'all tripping. I still live in that place. Okay, whatever. I don't know what step we on.
2.
Event 2 in the house when we moved in, y'all. The next thing is that after this video, we was about to show y'all, I'm gonna show y'all this video right here that we're gonna, stay in. Which place was we gonna go with? What was the actual place that we was gonna pick before this one?
I don't remember which order it was in.
It was the third, it was the last
very
video.
last one, yeah.
It was the last video with the garage and all that. Yeah, with the nice garage. What is it? The countertops was all nice.
The countertops are nice here too.
Okay. Had the upstairs from the garage. The thing was nice. But
they was lacking too. Yeah, it was nice, but they was lacking stuff too.
Yeah. But this it was still nice to have my garage.
These got garages too.
Yeah, but you gotta pay for them. It was the last day. This was the last day, so we still had smiles. The TV wasn't as bad no more. You know what I'm saying? So we still hype off of this place, right? After that video, y'all, when we played y'all, act like we was about to show y'all the video. If y'all was with us when that happened, who remember? You remember? All right, so one of y'all remember. After that video, y'all, we turn around, y'all. All of a sudden, we look out the window, we see a moving truck, right? No, it was maintenance. Some maintenance was upstairs. We were like, why are they making all that noise upstairs? It's like 5 o'clock in the morning, and they playing with stuff. I'm guessing they must have been getting the house right.
Vacuum loud.
So we like, man, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we come to find out, nobody was under us. Nobody was at the top of us. Only thing we had to worry about is somebody on the side of us, and that was the TV guy.
Because we was on the end.
We was on the end unit.
On our floor, we was on the end.
Right, so we only had to worry about one person on the other side. And the kids, they side didn't have nobody on it. Okay? So, turn around, y'all. All of a sudden, let's get back to the moving truck. We looked outside. We like, oh man, because we was thinking in our heads like, ain't nobody upstairs, y'all. Ain't nobody upstairs. You know what I'm saying? No nobody upstairs, because we thinking like, it's too quiet in here. We're talking to my mom and telling them, to my aunties, and it's mad quiet. You know what I'm saying? They built these places good. You know what I'm saying? Like, we straight. You know what I'm saying? They can't be like, they brand new. They should be able to build them for it tough, right? No. Y'all, so, boom. We see some people move upstairs. Some black people, right? Some black people, right? Heard them, right? Mm-hmm. We thinking like, no. It wasn't a moving truck. It wasn't no moving truck.
Yes, huh?
No. Listen.
Yes, it was.
It was some people up there running. And walking around. We like, they might be showing them or whatever. Remember? We just thought they were showing them.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it was loud.
But I think they were, though.
Huh?
I think they were just showing them.
Yeah, we was thinking like, they just showing them. But no. After that video, it was like, doom, 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 boom, boom, boom. We like, what the hell is that? Like, nah, that gotta be somebody just showing the place, man. You got kids running around.
Yeah, because like the next day came back.
It stopped for a couple hours. And then they came back with the truck, y'all. We looked out the window. We was like, nah, that can't be them in the truck. And then we heard, you see him go up the stairs. You can see him going into the unit.
But I didn't see nobody but the dad.
Yeah.
The dad, that's all I seen. So maybe it's just, I'm like, maybe he had his, some kids there for a second. Because it was just him. Somebody was helping him load.
Yeah, somebody was helping him unload some stuff. Yeah, it was a white man. I'm like, maybe he might just be helping him or something. You know what I'm saying? Like.
And then later that night.
No, not later that night. Like a couple hours later when we seen him. And then they went up. 2 hours later.
I only seen the rest of them that night when they was coming back from wherever they was coming from, and I saw the 2 kids.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's the first time.
And I ain't worried about the kids. I didn't even get to see the kids. I just knew that somebody upstairs, it was like all that boom, 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 boom. We thinking, all right, they showing them. They came back with a truck, y'all. Then we turn around. All of a sudden, he walked upstairs, and the only thing we hear, boom. You know when somebody moving in, you know it. So we like, ah. All of a sudden, y'all, the next days that kept on going on, they got kids. They ain't got just one kid. No. They ain't just got 2 kids. No. We thought they had 2 kids. No. They had 3 kids up there. And y'all know how black people is with kids. I'm sorry, we know how white kids. I'm from where I'm from.
Not all of them though.
I grew up around a lot of black people.
Some people don't play it. Like most black don't allow all that running and stuff in their house.
Y'all, they was doing track meets up there. I swear to God, they had a whole football field upstairs in the house, y'all. They had a whole football. Why you laughing? Because you wasn't laughing when you was there. Now you done got over here and now you straight.
The story.
Yo, they had a straight track. I swear to God, I thought I heard a gunshot. Bow! And it just like they just up there just
like all over, not just one spot. Like you hear it in the living room. And I'm like, all right, I'm going in the room because in the living room. As soon as I go in my room,
they will follow to the room,
running in the parents' room because obviously every room was stacked on top of each other. Like
so, I'm like, I'm sorry, Dash. I'm thinking like, yo. Why do y'all need to run in the parents' room? I'm like, if the kids is running in my room,
playing on the floor in the bathroom,
I'm tearing them up.
The master bathroom.
I'm telling them to get out, go sit down. Like you're not about to come running up in my room. I'm like, y'all just letting them run freely up in the room. So Desha was like, yo, you need to go and talk to him. I'm like, I don't like people knowing where I live. I don't like the neighbor ordeal. Like, I like to be freely. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it was bad. And it wasn't just during the day.
It was at night, y'all.
Like, it was all...
9
It's like
o'clock.
they never left the house either.
Yeah.
I think that the dad...
This was around COVID, so nobody could really leave the house.
I think the dad went to work, but the mom... And I think they were young, too. Mm-hmm. Like, the couple was younger, but... They obviously didn't go nowhere. Like, they was at home 24/7. You would hear... Because this is when I was working at home. So, like, I was home all day. Because I worked and then I'd be at home. But, yeah.
Yeah, so you had to work in that.
Yeah. In the morning, afternoon, evening, and at night. Sometimes I hear it at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like... They should be asleep.
Yeah.
It's a school night.
Yo, running. Like, yo, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing with your kids?
I think the girls were the same age around as our daughter, right?
Somewhat, probably.
I think they were.
They look like it.
So they should have been in school maybe or daycare or something.
So I went upstairs, y'all. And I talked to him. Like, I knocked on the door like, yo, hey, y'all kind of being loud. Come to find out, they had a whole Xbox or PlayStation, and they was playing like, you know how we is. You do everything wireless. I'm like, why do y'all got y'all kids playing this? And y'all know y'all on the 3rd floor. Like, why ain't y'all go to the 1st floor? Like, who does this? Like, no kids should be able to live on the 2nd and 3rd floor. I mean, above people. Like, they should all be able to live on the 1st floor. I really believe so.
At least young kids that like to run around.
Yeah, like,
older kids.
I mean, all kids gonna run, bro. Yeah, like older kids, like 15, 16, yeah, 14, 15, on up or whatever. But y'all, come to find out, it was even worse. I'm sorry to say this, but the dad told me that, y'all, I'm sorry, but if y'all hear any screaming, my daughter has disability, so she would scream a lot. So we turn around, now we hear her screaming. Like,
we never heard her scream until like after he mentioned it. Like
screaming, you could hear her screaming, everything. Yeah. So we turn around, y'all. It only got worse. We over there sleeping all good. I think it was probably raining that night. Boys feeling real good. Turn around. This is what I get. This is what I get. I'm like, yo, if your girl cheating on you, bro, you didn't put her up in the suburbs and she cheating on you. It sounded like he was cheating. He was like, baby, this is all I do for you.
It woke me up. Did it wake you up first?
Yeah.
Wake me up first?
I don't know who it woke up. It woke us both out of our sleep. Like,
I was pissed.
Sweating.
I had to go to work. I had to get up and go to work. I don't know if was I going to work or
I
I had
don't
to get
know.
up for work. I don't know, but I was mad. Either way, I had to work the next morning, and
it was crazy. Yeah. So, you know, we told him, we talked to him.
Running in the shower for about 3 hours.
Running in the shower for 3 hours.
You can hear the shower for one. Like you can hear every little. You can hear when the toilets when they flush the toilet, the shower running. Anybody running if you're walking too hard, we can hear everything. When you close the door, like
everything.
When you're coming out of your apartment, it was just too much noise.
Knowing people was knowing people was banging out. Like, yo, like, come on, man. Like, I'm sitting in my bed, like, man, it'd be like 3 minutes. Yo, I'm like, man, this is it, nigga. I was like, yeah, you ain't beating it right. No, that's get up. Your pants are showing. Like, you wasn't beating it right, yo. That's it. Yo, I know she mad, boy. I was like, you need to hear the roof coming down. No, I was messing. Cause I put a hole in the. No, I was messing. All right, stop. Sorry. So you can hear everything, y'all. All right, we talked about that enough. So it came to the point. Fast forward. It came to the point where we was about to break our lease. Yo, between the time, like we said, they should, you know, had the miscarriage. And do you want to talk about that? Do you want to talk about that?
I don't care.
Well, let them know, like, you became pregnant in that house.
Well,
you know,
I'm going to tell them the effects that this whole thing had on me. We didn't even tell them about the people that moved in downstairs.
We ain't done yet.
This
might be a 2-part series.
Forever.
Go ahead.
Are we going to do it on this one or another?
This might be a 2-part series. We might just have to run it.
Okay, so anyway, like dealing with all that, you know, never being able to have like peace and quiet in my bedroom because the TV next door, people upstairs running. Like that was probably the first place where I've like had, like I was depressed. I had very bad anxiety. Like everything, like any noise I would hear, like I'm heart racing, like I would get stressed out, like upset. Like it would be times where I would go and lay on my walk-in closet floor because I feel like it was just no quiet anywhere, no peace anywhere. And it was bad. I was very, very stressed, and I was pregnant. I found out I was pregnant, and I don't know how long until I like started to miscarry. But it's like I just found out I was pregnant, and 2 seconds later, like I was miscarrying.
Yeah, it was crazy.
You know, I wasn't that far along though, so I mean, I probably was only maybe like possibly a month or 2. Yeah. Who knows? Probably, you know, but I was still in the early stages.
And that was tough because I knew that you were stressed out, and as a man, you know, you're supposed to be able to, you know, look out for your significant other and make sure you take care of them, you know what I'm saying? And that's why, you know, I try to put us in these predicaments for our family to live good and be comfortable. But for us to not be comfortable living there, it was confusing to me, you know what I'm saying? Because this is what I work hard for, and this is what I always wanted for, you know, for myself at least, for sure. Since I was a kid, I always wanted to live good. So regardless of not, you know, it's just crazy. So for you to have to go through that, and I have to deal with that, yo, that's just stressing between itself, because you can't stop what somebody's doing above you, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, how do I have to deal with this? So, you know, she went through that situation. I tried to tell the office, like, no, you know, wife is pregnant, and, you know, like, can we figure something out?
And mind you, we've told the office.
Can we move?
How many times we didn't complain?
Plenty of times.
And they would stop for maybe like a week.
Yeah.
So a few days, and then the whole thing just starts back over again. They're back running, all types, you know, all through the day, through the night, no matter what time it was, like every day. Like it was just started all back. It's ran all over again. Yeah,
so it would just go back and back, and supposedly they was telling them. So it was like, what do you do at this point? You either get your bread up and move. We asked them, could we move? They said, you can in 6 months.
Yeah, we had to wait a few months though, right?
Yeah, we had to wait.
They said we can switch units, but we didn't want to switch units because I didn't trust switching to another unit, because who knows if it could be the same thing in another unit over here. And these apartments are poorly built.
Yeah, and I didn't want to like living in that place. You feel like you have to walk on eggshells, because if they making that much noise up there, I can only imagine. You know what I'm saying? So it was like telling your kids not to run.
You know. Yeah. Sitting down, you know, not running.
Right, and if we want to run, we'll go outside.
Right.
That's why in every video that I said, y'all will always see us outside. Like we was never in the house, because people was always running. It was like you're not even motivated to you're not even motivated to shoot a video, because I swear it was times where you could hear it in the microphone, people running. Like, so it was like, it was so many videos that we trashed. It ain't about, it ain't even about like, oh, y'all ain't working, y'all ain't putting out enough videos. It was a lot of stuff going on between that. So it was like, we couldn't even, like, some of the videos didn't even a lot of the videos didn't even come out right. So it's a lot of videos that I got that we just didn't even post. I just dumped them.
Majority of the time, I was going through depression and all that, and I wasn't in the mood to record.
And I wasn't even going to like try to force her, you know what I'm saying, into about the social media stuff.
I've always had anxiety, but you know it's bad when your anxiety is on 1,000 every day. Like, I didn't even want to go home. When I would go to work, I didn't even want to come home. Like,
and I'd be
that's
like,
how bad it was.
I ain't even want to tell her like what happened, because I'd be like, yo, them dudes is turning up around us, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, so we was planning on moving. You know, and we was like, you know what? We just gonna break the lease. So we told him like, yo, we about to break the lease. And then we went and looked for another place. We found a condo, and it was like 3 stories, you know what I'm saying? Come to find out, we was just like, you know, they was like, all right, this is what we did. They finally got new management, because they didn't have management the whole time. So it was kind of hard getting our relay across, because they ain't really had nobody to go to take care of the situation. So once management came in, they got him up out of there. Supposedly, they moved him to another unit. So we was like, you know what?
Which was dumb. Unless they was on the first floor. But
right.
If they weren't, that was the dumbest move they could have made, because now they're going to be somebody else's problem.
And it was fine after that. We was like, all right, you know what? We'll just save our money, because, you know, we really do like the area.
And that is funny, because it was at the exact same time we was about to break our lease. Like, we was going to be like, okay, and as soon as that, the new management called us and was like, okay, we just wanted to let you know that we moved into a different unit. You don't have to worry, you know, about the noise. And, you know, they said they were going to move quietly, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So we decided to stay.
So, yeah, so we stayed.
But should that be part 2?
No, this is it right here, y'all.
Wait, before you go, make sure y'all go and check out the previous videos. We ain't playing. We got all the new bangers.
Hey, did y'all subscribe yet? If you didn't subscribe, make sure you click that subscribe bell. Oh, subscribe.
We just gonna probably stick to the other one.